So just finishing up with Chapter 3 review, I posted the quiz, going over the quiz if you needed those answers, or just a little explanation of the quiz. For Chapter 3, what I want to emphasize, so for sure there's going to be maybe one or two questions on the exam about activity-based costing, how they're going to use multiple rates. They're more complex, they're more expensive, but they're more accurate. So a manager will want to implement this because it's more accurate. He knows exactly how much his product is going to cost him, but it's going to cost him a little bit to implement it, and it's complex, but it's very accurate. So remember those for the exam. Facility level, product level, batch level, unit level. Some of the homework was a little iffy on this. It could have gone either way in brief exercise 3-1, but what I want to emphasize is specifically the facility and the product level activities. And so product level activities will normally have the word product in them. Maybe they're doing product testing, and so you'll know, okay, they're doing product testing or they're creating a new product, so you can determine that's a product level. And facility level activities would be, like the plant manager or someone really high up that oversees all these things, including the products, the batches, and the units. So remember that production manager or plant facility manager would be a facility level activity. Next, talking about this activity rate, similar to what we've done, this predetermined overhead rate. But then now there's going to be multiple predetermined overhead rates, things like that. But they're not called predetermined overhead rates, they're called activity rates. So total estimated cost of the activity divided by estimated activity will give you a rate, and then times it by the activity by product, and then sum those up. So it'll tell you how many activities or how many setups they need and how many assemblings they need. So you'll get your rate and you'll times it by the number of activity by product and add those all together. And sometimes they'll ask for a per unit basis, or sometimes they'll ask for a total basis. So just remember what they're asking for. These are always going to be a total. So if they give you a per unit, make sure it's a total. And then total cost per unit, that's how you get the unit. Take the total cost divided by the number of units. And the advantages of ABC compared to conventional costs are as listed. And just remember that ABC is opposed to like a predetermined overhead rate, the traditional costing. It's just determining the manufacturing overhead amount. So if you're looking for a product cost, you'll have your direct materials and direct labor, which are actual, and then your manufacturing overhead rate can be determined by activity-based costing or conventional costing, which has a predetermined overhead rate. So there's two different ways to figure out your manufacturing overhead. So that's all that I wanted to emphasize there.